That for the new dailies. I'm going to defend my camp a little bit here. Has about another minute until it spawns. Alright. That shooting you here is my other camp on my alt, who I will go and help defend camp here momentarily. Yeah, I just logged in, so both accounts are in now. Now this guy over here, these guys over here sometimes notice the camp and start shooting. This guy in particular. And these guys as well can sometimes do it, but looks like they're just shooting the box behind them or in front of them. There we go. And we're going to get mutated events right now. Moonshine Jamboree. Awesome. That's a good one. How about you die? So that's what she got. Let's see what he got. He got Beasts of Burden. Beasts of Burden, which is right in the middle, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to do... Oh, wait, no, this is the one that... that's the one that can drop Holy Fire and Elder's Mark. So I'm going to go do that one instead. If you want a Holy Fire or an Elder's Mark, or both, if you're super, super lucky, and you don't want to have to, like, buy it from another player, this is the event you want to do. And the reason I'm doing this is because, without even looking, I'm betting that the daily includes something to do with mutated. Yes, it does. Okay, so basically I'm just gonna track the one thing. So I'm not gonna be able to do this all here because other players will be killing things and I won't be able to get a sort of a word in edgewise usually when I have two characters. So one character will probably complete it, but the other will probably have to come back. So I'm gonna go ahead and create my own little group here. Bonus for completing events, since I won't be able to tag much, since I'm sort of, my interests are somewhat divided between the two. Okay, so I'm gonna go do the event on her. I do want to tag things. Let me take a berry mentat so I can at least see some glowing. You can see I don't actually need to kill them, I just need to tag them. Unfortunately, we're not getting the markers on their heads, which makes it a little bit more challenging. Let me go ahead and park him for a moment while she zones in. The thing is, if you actually want to just tag enemies, you can come here on a private server and just keep killing, and they'll just keep spawning because you're not furthering the progress of the objectives. Now the timer will time out, right, at a certain point, but until then, you can, keep doing things. So they're both built the same way now. Public event build. I'll get a few tags on her. Maybe I'll do everything on her. Take a berry mentats to highlight enemies. Is that a player? That's a player, yeah. I'm not going to do cargo, dudes. I'm doing this. Sorry. I have to tag enemies. That, by the way, is a really good way to finish doing just killing enemies. If you don't get the reflective one, that one's painful sometimes. But if you do get, kill 10 enemies, you just come do any of these public events on the hour and just kill 10 enemies and you're done. If that's all you feel like doing, right? Just to complete the objective. Unless you want to re-roll it, that's also an option. Now, of course, a couple of people are going to get grumpy with me just sort of leeching off of their efforts, but, we all do it sometimes. At the next hour, if I'm still needing to do things, I'll probably just do it on a private server and just run there and I'll fire up a private server on each account and see whichever one is the easiest to do based on the mutation effects and how easy it is to get there. Some of them are very easy to get to, like this one's really easy to get to, and it spawns a lot of enemies that you can tag. But I sort of just wanted to do this, just to do it. See you, babe. She's off to work. And there's the Agua. I'm going to go ahead and tag that enemy on both characters. That's also mutated, I believe. Yep. All right, now let's see if we get an Elder's Mark and or a Holy Fire. There it is. There's also more enemies spawning. There, I got a Holy Fire. Nice. That's a reward for doing it, not from the boss. And then she got, did she get a Holy Fire? New weapons. She got a plushie, and no, she didn't get it. Okay. But he got a Holy Fire, that's nice. Let's see. Overeater's T16 torso. Really good way to get some nice legendaries, is doing the mutated event. Now, of course, that doesn't even include the fact that you get a little goodie bag in your aid column, which is the mutated party packs, right? So you can open those and get even more materials, resources, you know, consumables, and weapons and armor. So if I open this up, you can see I got a rifle, a pistol, 3 stars each, a plan for a soldier uniform, serums, witch hat costume, chameleon hellcat torso, the Peacemaker, right, which is this particular weapon. You can't put legendary effects on it. It's just, it is what it is. But, you know, some people might find this to be a really good weapon, especially if you like heavy guns and you want a grenade launcher and you don't have one yet. So there's that. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go here, then I'm going to go to a private server. All right, I can't do that. Right. But I can go here to get away from the mess, from all the other people. Now go back to my camp build. I'm going to go back to the menu. I hate that it does that. Please don't use my cursor position. I'm going to create a private server. Once that's created, I will join it on her. That way they're together. Now, at 1 p.m., I probably won't be on that long. I mean, we'll see. Like yesterday, I was on that long, and I did the next mutated event. But that's only because I forget reasons. Forget why, but I was just on. So I think I just did it anyway. But now we're just waiting for him to come online so we can travel to him. Oh, yeah, there we go. Free. Please stop using my cursor position. It's so annoying. But yeah, every hour on the hour is a mutated event, so that's how you can kill mutated enemies. I was hoping it would just be complete a mutated event, and then I could just be one and done. But I will have to come back and just tag enemies like on one character and then end them off on the other character. It's easier if you don't have the enemies that can reflect damage. That one can get ouchy. So I'm going to fire up private servers for both characters and do it that way. That way I don't have to worry about, you know, unless, of course, both accounts get the mutated enemy. I'm having weird stomach thingies going on. Sorry, it's like my stomach goes woo 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 woo. I'm going to create a public group, intelligence for XP. I could just as easily choose endurance. That's also a good choice. But if you're on a public server, the int group is the casual group. So if you join that, there's really no expectation that you're going to go do any particular kind of activity. It's just you know, I'm doing my own thing, leave me alone. I just want to do this and be left alone. And that's totally fine. All right. Bye. Bye. Right? Store these. Yes. I do have the subscription, which I like. I don't play without a subscription on at least one account. Let's crunch the other stuff. Nope, not that one. Nope. This one is... Nope. Nope. Basically, I'm not going to keep any of these. The Holy Fire I will keep, because that's a very nice weapon. See, I already have one. But I'm going to put this one in my case so I don't accidentally crunch it. Yes. Excellent. 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 All right, so now let's do the dailies. Not that daily up in the corner. That's the fishing daily. That's not what I mean. I mean the score dailies. So cork, teddy bears, Nuka Cola, feral ghouls, and take a camper picture at Nuka World on Tour. Now, if you haven't done it already, I recommend you save up your gold, assuming you've done the main quest, and you get the Nuka Cola Collectron. Now, this is a Santatron, but you can change its behavior using the console there to say, I don't want you to act as a Santatron anymore. I want you to act as one of these other Collectrons that I've purchased or obtained. And I have that one set to the Nuka Cola version. So I'm going to go ahead and drink some Nuka Colas that I have saved up, that I've been collecting. So there's 3. I'm going to go to her camp and do the same thing. I'm going to collect Nuka Colas from her Collectron, which is also a Santatron that is set to collect Nuka Colas. Now, if you want to buy one of those of your own, you can go get that at the crater. You do have to have a certain reputation with the raiders to do that. So do the main quest line, go do the gold bullion quest, and if you want easier rep, don't keep any of the gold yourself, just give it all to the raiders. But if you, honestly, I would just keep the gold because to me that's more valuable. You can always gain rep with the raiders just by doing public events and by doing quests for the raiders, like the dailies. You go there and like right there, there's 2 of them, right, that I have already that I'm not going to do because I no longer do dailies for them. But if you want to, you can go do that. The other way you can get Nuka Colas, if you don't want to go buy anything, is you can go to Nuka World on Tour or the Refuge at the White Spring Resort. Like, if I go here and I can choose Refuge. So you go here and there's an NPC in there, a robot named Bubbles, and you can talk to her and you can buy Nuka Colas. Or you can just come to Nuka World on Tour, which is what I'm going to do, because I have to take a camera picture there anyway. I believe it's a camera picture. It might be photo mode. Photo mode is easier. Everyone can do that. The camera picture, you do have to obtain a camera. And if you look online, there's a quest sort of set of objectives. You have to loot a certain NPC and you have to do certain things, and then it rewards you with the camera. Now, they may have relaxed those restrictions since then, but that's the last time I checked. That's what you had to do. Now, these weird fridges are the things that possibly contain bait. I'm not going to loot them right now. But there's sometimes colas here. There's sometimes Nuka Colas in the booths. I'll go look at that in a moment. You can also buy Nuka Colas here at the vending machine. So, like, any of these count if you want to obtain them. So I'm not going to do that because I'm just obtaining them from the booths. But the booths you want are down this way generally. And you'll want to look in the closed booths. These are the ones, from my experience, have a possibility of containing Nuka Colas, like that one right there. Doesn't matter what brand, just any Nuka Cola will do. Just have to open them up. And of course, this is easier on a private server because no one will have been here and looted them already. Otherwise, they will be gone. Well, they will tend to be gone unless certain rules are followed as far as like respawning rules. And those are too weird to get into. I don't fully understand them myself. You can look up a video from Angry Turtle on that. That thing there. I'm gonna go up here. There's more booths up here. On the left, there's also a machine. See all these fridges that have a possibility of containing bait? That's a mod that does that. That shows those for me. And then here's a Nuka Cola here. Nuka Cola there. Nuka Cola right there. So lots of Nuka Colas you can obtain for free without buying a single thing, just by coming up here. Ooh, look, there's bubblegum. I have basically, I'm using mods in this game, right? They're totally legitimate mods. The game loads them for me. I'm not like forcing the game to load these. You just put them in a certain folder and you edit a certain file or you add a certain file and the game goes, do you have any mods you want me to load? And you're like, yes, please load these mods. I would like these mods to be active in my game. And the game goes, sure thing, I will be happy to do that. So this is nothing I'm forcing. It's not an exploit. I'm not hacking the game. The game lets you do this by default. So no more of that. You're exploiting the game. No, I'm not. The game is designed to do this. Now, if you edit the original game files, then yeah, you're exploiting. Like if you do something weird there that the game doesn't do by default, then yeah, if you hack the game files, you should be in trouble. Or if you hack the perk machine, or if you disconnect and reconnect your internet really fast so that you can exploit something that way, yeah, that's not allowed. You're violating the fairness rules of the game. Feral ghouls. They're over here at Vault 76. So basically there's feral ghouls on either side. And I'm going to basically pull up let's go with my DPS build, and there we go. This is the one where I'm testing the Furious card. It gives me 10 stacks. I'm going to put in Berry Mentats. So there's feral ghouls over here. I do have a mod that highlights them a little bit, but I'm also using a Berry Mentats chem that I crafted or obtained from the raid. And that basically gives me a sort of a glow on living creatures like those ladies right there, or these ghouls. So it's really nice that you can see enemies without, sort of like a magic tracking system where you can see them. Now, on top of that, I am using a mod which makes them sort of glow so that they're even easier to see. So you can see right there, there's the red glow, the pink glow, and the yellow glow. Grab some, just quickly check these items and see if they're there. Okay, there's another one underground you can see. When he pops up, you can see the pink glow begin. That's Berry Mentats. Now, once you've exhausted all the ghouls in this area, you can travel down the road to the Tyler County Dirt Track. So I'm going to go down there. Oh, something's attacking my camp. What is it? Nothing, okay. Now, if you come here, either the direct teleport way if you have the travel spot, the fast travel location, or the hard way, you just take a left here, come to the racetrack, and there's more ghouls here. And I'm pointing these out because these are like low-level ghouls. They're very easy to kill. They're, Fallout 76 is a free travel spot, so you don't have to spend a lot of money to go there and come here. I have the loot bug where, oops, there we go, where it won't let you loot, area loot, usually, when you first look at it. It's really annoying. Okay, so I'm not interested in anything else here. Let's see, collect teddy bears. There's a couple favorite spots that I have. I'll show you the one that's near me, near my camp, which is sort of a fortuitous thing that my camp has this so close. And I see that I'm dropping frames. No idea why. I have no idea. Shouldn't be dropping frames, but I have no control over it. None of my other computers are doing anything with the internet. So this is just the world being weird. The world of the internet and people in the neighborhood or in the region that I live in slamming the servers or slamming the ISP with upload traffic that's blocking my frames from being uploaded. All right, so in this building over here at Dolly Sods, this is a good place to come, by the way, to begin a quest. Well, actually, I don't think you begin it here. I think you might begin it, it's been years. I think you might begin it here at Pioneer Scout Camp, but it's ultimately how you get things like the high-capacity backpack that I'm wearing. See, it has 120 carry weight, so 60 plus another 60 for the high-capacity mod here, right? This is from season 1, so you can't get that anymore. It's sort of an exclusive item now. It's my pride and joy. But anyway, if you come in here, and you'll get a quest from this guy if you're doing those quests, and you just sort of sneak over here. I'm just gonna sneak. Ceramic, okay. There are 3 teddy bears right here. 1 and 2. That's all I need now, because I got one from killing a ghoul, I think, who, when he was still alive, loved his teddy bear, and he kept it with him. So now I've got something attacking this camp, right? Nope, that's here still. All right. Yeah, okay, he's out there. Let's go. Hi there, Scout Leader Treedley. I did quests for him. Oh, he's fighting the cockroaches. Or the ticks, sorry, the ticks. Yeah, I reset the loot by just pointing away and then pointing back to it, and that unlocks the area looting. It's kind of a weird, annoying thing. Okay, oh, I forgot to take a camera picture. Right. Take a camera picture. I got off on the Nuka Cola tangent. You know, I may not be as super organized doing these as some other people might, but you get mine early, so there's that. I did have the idea of doing each of these as a separate thing and then stitching them together, like in a video editor, but that seems like a lot of work. It's like, I don't feel like doing that. I would have to like stitch them together, put them in the timeline, render it out, add the little header thingy, whatever. All right, so you could be anywhere here, basically. I'm just gonna come up here, climb up here, I'm above everything. Whoop, 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 whoop. I guess I can't. I'm up here then. Okay, this is. So camera picture. You basically find your camera, assuming you've done the quest. Make sure it's loaded with film. Bring your camera up. Hit Z to toggle saving so that it says saving. See there in the corner, in the left corner? It has to be on saving. And you can zoom or not zoom, it doesn't matter. I have a zoom lens on this, but just, take the picture. There you go. Let's see, cork. I'll do that back at my camp. I'm going to delete this claim reject R. Yes, thank you. So to bulk cork, you just come to the Tinker Bench, go to bulk, choose cork, and then you're done. And this will complete my dailies, except for the mutated enemies. But I'll do that at 1 p.m. on my own. I'm not going to record that. So now I'm done. I'm going to do this on her, and then I'll be done. And then, but that's it for the day. Enjoy.